Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson House Buyers. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, things that I've learned that have helped me build a sizable rental portfolio in between a year and 2 years. Um, I also share with you things that I think I would never do again, wouldn't wish on my worst enemies, and things that I think that can help you accelerate your learning curve, step over the skeletons and other bits and pieces that people have left behind that shouldn't be done again. And this week I'm answering a question. I'm going to read the question, then I'll go through each component of it. I've heard that it's harder to get conventional loans if the property is in an LLC. Is that true or false? I'm not the greatest person to answer this because I've only been in the real estate game for a couple years. But for me, I'll tell you what I do. So I haven't got a conventional loan for since my third property because so what I do is I get an in-house loan. So I go to credit unions who are nonprofit organizations. They're not like Chase, Wells Fargo, these companies that are really they're out to make a profit. I mean, the fact of the matter is, so they have to make money. I'm not against making money and a profit, but if you're looking for the lowest interest rates, credit unions have traditionally been, at least in my experience, always the lowest. Every time I go and look at rates, the credit unions are always the lowest. So I go into a credit union and I buy it with cash using private money or my own cash, and then I pull it out and get a in-house loan in that credit union, and they give me a personal loan, so it's in my personal name. Now, what I do for the business is I basically act as the financer for my business, for Emerson. So I lock it up under my name, but it's not a Fannie and Freddie loan. So these are in-house loans. They don't count for against your 10 loans that you're allowed to have with Fannie and Freddie. And they're the lowest interest rates you can get. I will say one thing I know for a fact. If you go in commercial, which is through an LLC, those are a lot higher interest rates than they are, and if you don't have any experience, they're a lot harder to get than the one in your personal name. Just look at, for example, your primary residence is the lowest interest rate you'll get. So this allows me to get lower interest rates, and then I get an attorney, and I have documents written up that said Cameron Tope, an individual, provides the financing for Emerson House Buyers, the business. So I lock these. I get the deal. Emerson pays for everything. I use my credit, my financial, financial situation to buy the house, to get the financing for Emerson, and then put the rentals in Emerson's LLC, or the business. That's the way I've done it. I don't know if everybody has access to do it that way. That might be my competitive advantage. I don't know, but that's what I've done. I will say for a fact that personal loans are going to be a lot better than loans under your LLC. I don't actually believe you can get a conventional loan in your LLC. I hope somebody can correct me on that. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought when you got one through your LLC, it had to be a commercial loan or a business loan. So I know those. I've looked into commercial and business. Those are a lot more expensive. I'm looking right now at 3.25 for personal loans. I'm looking at 5.5 to 6.5 for commercial loans. So big difference in your cash flow from a 3.25 to 6, around, we'll say 6% loan. And harder as well. Conventional loans and some of these in-house loans, they're going to look at your personal situation. When you go into commercial and use your business, they're going to pretty much look at the deal. So and your track record. So they're going to say, have you done this before? Do you know what the hell you're doing? How's the business? Let me see the tax returns. How's the deal? And they really don't care much about your personal financial situation. They want to know that you're experienced. Maybe you have a partner that's experienced in the deal that can help you out. But that's kind of the big difference. Now, I've never done a commercial loan. I've used conventional, and then, like I said, I've used these in-house loans, and they've allowed me to get more than 10 loans, and not against my Fannie and Freddie. I've got a couple conventional loans for Fannie and Freddie that count against that, but now the majority of them are in-house loans, and I can get a lot more of those than I can the Freddie and Fannie loans, your conventional loans. So yeah, that's it, guys. I might not be the best person to ask this, but that's kind of what I've done. And then, like I said, it might be my competitive advantage because of the credit unions I have access to. So hope that helped. If it didn't, let me know why. If it did, let me know why. Let me know what's beneficial. If you have more questions, let me know. I'm more than happy to answer these and keep adding value to you guys. That's the reason I'm doing it. If I'm not adding value, I really don't just shut this off and quit doing them. But if you guys are getting value out of them, keep asking questions, and I'll keep giving it to you. That's it, guys. Appreciate it. See you next week. Thanks for asking questions. Appreciate it.